Hello and welcome to the second part of this drone tutorial. Last time we stopped here and now we will continue with the rising here in the middle, this rising for the seat. Let's see, this one here. So, go our body, select these polygons and make an inner extrude eye on your keyboard, like let's say 10 centimeter, yes. Then an extrude D on your keyboard, again with, I would say 10 offset, yes. Then another inner extrude, like this. Then another inner extrude and one more, something like this. Yes. Okay, the next thing we do is we select this polygon and this polygon and D for extrude. Like this, yes. And another small extrude and another like this. It's not so exactly. Then we need these two polygons and we extrude it as well. So something like this. Okay. Then we have here in the original part we have a deepening for our feet. So let's make this deepening. It's like this. Then we make an inner extrude, I again on your keyboard, like this. I just do it by eye. So then another small inner extrude, then an extrude, but a small one again, like this. Then a bigger extrude, then again a small extrude and a small inner extrude. And this is the small extrusions. This is that we get a sharper edge when we put this whole thing in the subdivision surface. Then we have a sharp edge here. You will see in a moment what I mean. The next thing we need, I'll show you how it looks now with the subdivision surface. We have something like this. Looks quite nice, but it is not this what we want. We're going for. So what we need now is edge selection, UL for loop selection, here and here. MS for beveling, MS. More beveling, let's say 0.5 here and 3 subdivisions. Okay. Then here we make a loop selection in polygon mode. Again here the same. And with D on your keyboard we extrude it. But you will see we get a problem here. When I extrude it, we get this ugly edges here. So go back. To avoid this, we go here with the maximum angle to about 130 degrees. And now you see we get this. No problems anymore. Okay. Okay, then we make in the edge selection the loop selection UL here and here, and MS for a bevel, and let's bevel this little like this. So now if we put this in the subdivision surface, we have something like this. It looks nicely organic, and that is what we want. If we render this, we get something like this. It looks quite nice, little sci-fi look. And if we have a look here, you see it's almost the same. Okay, now we will do our seed. Yes, let's continue with our seed. So let's save this one. And for our seed we could hide everything here, but I do it in a new file and then copy the seed again in this project. So let's make a new file. Then the seed, we need just a normal cube. Make it about, let's say 50, 15, 50. Okay. Then we need here and here 2 segments, and that's it for this. So let's make it editable. So press C on your keyboard. Okay, now with edge selection with UL loop here, and with the move tool or E on your keyboard, move it a little forward. It's really not exactly what we do here. We don't see it really then. Okay, it's how you like it, so you do it. Later you will see what we do. So, and then here we go a little down. Okay, like this. Yes. Now you will have no idea what I do here, but you will see it's a good way to model this thing. So UL, just look what I do, and then if it's ready, so I would recommend you start the model, or you repeat the model. This just watch it, first watch it till it's ready, and then do it again. Not make every step with me. So that's good. Here we have the loop select. We'll see what we do. MS for bevel. Let's bevel this guy with no subdivisions about here. Okay, see, no subdivisions. Make 18. Then UL on the keyboard, and we need this and this, and again MS bevel, just like this. So okay, then we need a selection here. D for extrude, something like this. Then a selection here. D for extrude. Let's say like this. Oh, it looks like a seed. And just put it a little here. Okay, nice. Then we need this one and this one, this one and this one, and D for extrude. So, and now we extrude this one and this one. So it's not connected with this edge. That's important for later for the subdivision surface. So D, and like same here. Okay. Then this one and this one. D, extrude like this. Go in the side view and move it over here again. So that you get an idea, I will show you. Now we have something like this. But this, of course, it's not finished now. Now we need a lot. So how we continue? Yes, I want some points. This. Then this. And just drag it up a little. So like this. Okay. Then we want this one. No, we need a cut, and we need a cut. Okay, for the knife tool, loop cut. Restrict the selection, no. So, and about here. Yeah, this would be okay. So now we need this polygon and this polygon, and D for extrude. Like this. Okay. Yeah. Then again the knife tool, K, with the loop. We make one cut here, one cut about here, and one about here. Yeah, why not? Then we take this, and this. Now we extrude, but we extrude like this way. We press our control key on the keyboard and just move it forward. So I show you if we would extrude normal, so go back and now extrude like we do it normal. We go up, you see, we go here. We don't want this, so just control on the keyboard and move it out like here. Then again, okay. Then we need this polygon, this polygon, this polygon, and this polygon. Now we need our bridge tool. We know it from before. B for bridge tool, and go here in the outer edge and here. Check. The same here, the outer and here. Okay. Then we need a loop selection, UL, and we want to loop this one and this one. And here we go with D, extrude. We need here an higher angle as well, so let's say 130 again, and now just extrude it like this. Okay, and now let's see what we get so far. What do we have so far? Looks like a nice seat, if you ask me. That's the magic of Subdivision Surface. Maybe we do it a little higher, this seat, so go again point mode. Take rectangle selections, only select visible elements unchecked. Take these ones and go a little down here. Yes, then we do a loop selection, not loop selection, loop cut, K on your keyboard, loop cut. And let's say something like this. Okay. Yeah, that looks better. Okay, now we have a nice seat. And under this seat we have this one. I don't know how to call it, but this ripples here, this, and this is very easy to do. With another cube, about 50-50-50. Let's say 50-50-50, we can change it later. Okay, let's hide the seat for a moment. Name it seat. So in this cube we need, what do we need? We need, let's say 20 subdivisions here in the y-axis. The fillet with no subdivisions, one subdivision of course, and 1 centimeter should be okay. Yes. Then we make it editable. So see on your keyboard. Here we need some loop selections. We take this one, this, every second one here. Okay. Oh no, let's start with this one. Okay. Now your scale tool. Now you go on the green axis and the y-axis, then hold your shift key, so you scale just in the Z and X axis. So you see, like this. Okay. Then again UL for loop selection, hold your shift key to add selection. Now we need this loop, this outer edges here. So now we bevel this, MS on your keyboard, with 3 subdivisions. Go back. Sometimes if you do this, you must go back, because when I put this 3 in here, it makes this 3 and makes above this 3 again 3. But you see it if it's wrong, then just Control Z and back. So like this. Okay, and now we can take our cube here. Let's name it seat. And this cube, I don't know how it's called, but it doesn't matter. take this two and press Ctrl G on your keyboard to group it. And this null we give under our subdivision surface, because then both things are together in the subdivision surface, so we don't need for each object an individual subdivision surface. So of course now we need this one under the seat. Let's see. Okay. Now we scale it, because I see we are not here. Just scale it here in the Z-axis, like this. Okay. Now scale it here, the X-axis. Okay. And now we can scale it in the Y-axis. But here I do one. I take this cube and I want to have this axis here on the bottom. So if I scale it, it scales from the bottom, and so it's, or here it's more clever to do it on the top. And if we scale it, stays on the top and scales just up. I want to show you. For this we have this axis center. You can go here, select, mesh, axis center here, or I put this here in my thing, so give it a check. Now with the Y-axis we go up, here auto update, and we have the axis here. And now if we scale it, you see it stays on the top and scales just as we need it. Okay, looks fine so far. Now we take the seat. To copy it in the other project file, so just press Ctrl C on your keyboard, so select the seat, press Ctrl C, then go in the other project, and here we press Ctrl V, and we have our seat here. Of course now we have to do the right size and everything. So here and R, let's see, I want it like this. Okay, then T for scale, E, okay. I would say it's okay. Down, so yes. I scale it, but just these two axes, so. Yeah. Nice one. So, and now we save this file, of course. Never forget to save. You can't save too often, it's impossible. So, okay, so far so good. Now we could start with texturing this guy. Let's see if we forgot something. Let's go going on here? Oops. Yes, this knobs and thing here. I don't think I have to show you how you make a knob, and I show you very fast, but that's so easy. Let's go in the other project file again. Hide this. And for the knob, of course, it's not more than the cylinder. So the radius is about, let's say, 3 centimeter. The height about 3 again. Make a height segment, and then I convert it with C on the keyboard, UL, batch D for extrude, and you have the more than less you have the first knob. Just bevel this guy a little bit, so UL, so here and here. We bevel it MS, bevel it a little bit, and UL again here, and here we could bevel more MS with, let's now what we forgot, we forgot to optimize MS, and now we can put it like this, and you have your knob. So that's really easy. I don't think we need an extra tutorial for this. And it's nothing with the other thing here. Let's if we do it with a cylinder, give a small cylinder. Take C on your keyboard. Then don't forget to optimize. Then we do a cut, loop cuts, make a cut about here and here, and UL for edge selection, T for scale. Scale it out, then UL we have, and UL again here, MS, so you have something like this. I don't know what's wrong here. For these guys here. So that's really not difficult. But what I want to do is now delete this 2 cylinder and just save this seat for its own. So not tutorial drone seat. Okay, close it, and now we can start the texture. So at first we need a floor. Now we do normal texturing and the normal render, and after this I show you how you can do a compositing. So for the floor we take disk. So, okay, and we need it here. Okay. Now, normally I use to render things, I use the HDRI kit from Grayscale Gorilla, but we will try to do texture it so that you don't need this kit. So if someone don't have this kit, so you should know too how to texture it. So what we need now is, first let's make a material for the body. So it's a normal white material. You see I have R17 here, and since R16 we have this reflectance channel. If you don't have this, if you have an earlier version, I'm sorry, but I can't do it just here. But you will find your way. So here we take a pure white. Reflectance, delete the specular. Take a TJX with the Fresnel. I take a dielectric PET. So we don't need this, we don't need this, and not so much. Let's see, 5 and 10 for the moment. This we throw on our body. The next thing, the ring. Here we have our propellers. For the propeller I take the same material. So just if you want to copy it, just left mouse click and hold your control key and drag it. So you see this plus sign on your mouse and that's it. Okay. Then for the rings here we take a black material. Let's body. Let's name it rings, I say. Let's take some not totally black, and again a PET material. TGX. About the same. I see it later. So the rings, and for the seat we could take the same. Let's see. I'm not sure, but we will see. So I could show it on an iron as well, but I don't know if I want the same material here. We'll see it later. So for the floor we take that's okay. Reflectance we need very low. Check. Normally we don't need reflectance here, but what else? Okay. Now let's look in our render settings. This is. I have a totally other layout. You see, my layout is normally here, but we will find it here. The render settings, very low is for me. Okay, here. So physical, progressive. It's here. Go to low. The ambient occlusion is okay. Global illumination we don't need now. This is our first try. Doesn't look so bad for the first try. Now we need something to reflect in our object. So let's make a sky. And on this sky I will put an HDRI image. The content browser you will find under presets, visualize, presets, light setups, HDRI. Here you will find some HDRIs. Take this Spark one, make a new material. We just need the luminance channel and drag it here. And now let's see what we get. We'll put it on our sky. And render it again. Yeah, you see, there's a lot to reflect. That on the floor we don't need the reflectance. Yep. Good. The body reflects a little too much too. A little. And the black material also. Yes, looks much better. Okay, now we try a global illumination. 2. Quasi Monte Carlo is okay. The samples, custom samples, 16. And let's see what we get. We are a little too high. Maybe it's not a good HDRI for this. Let's take another HDRI. Cityscape. Let's test Cityscape. Yeah, it's much better. Now we can take here a little more reflectance again. 30. Yes. And I see we forgot here something. We want this room for the feet, we want it black. So as in the original one. You see. Good. Make it black. For this we go to our body, deactivate the subdivision surface for a moment. Then select these ones and make a set selection. I have this symbol here, but you find it under select, set selection, the same. And if you do this, you see we get here a selection. Okay. Let's take this material. No, I wanted a rough material. Make a new one. Let's say feed. It's almost black too, but with the Fresnel. like asphalt. And maybe we put some noise in it. Now if you drag this material, the new material here, on this selection, you will see, we drag it, make it like this, we make it without selection tag. I delete this selection tag we did now. So I delete it. You see, if you drag it directly to the selection, you will get a selection tag and here polygon selection 1 and polygon selection 1. So it does everything I want to do manually, but it's an easier way. So I show it the other way too. So we take our selection here, set selection, then I call this selection feed. Take my feed material, put it here, and now in the selection tag from the material tag we go and put it in here, and it's the same. Now we will see if it's okay like this. Not really, you see. So then if I double click now the selection tag, I have my selection again, and I want to add selection to this. So UL, let's see, and don't forget to hold your shift key. Now we edit this and again set selection, and you see we expanded our selection, and now if we do like this, we have nice everything in the edge. Okay. R. Yeah, that's it. Okay. And now I will stop for a moment the recording and make a better render for this, and I will be back for you in a second. So now here we have the render, and this one was a little too dark for me, and then the sky material, yeah, maybe sky, I just increased here on the illumination, general HDRI from 100 to 110, and then I got this, and that is what I like. Good. The render settings are here, but you will get this file, so you can you see you have the what I did. You have the area render setting here and everything. So here it's light mapping, but normally we don't need the light mapping. I don't know why I have it. Anyway, and physically I got medium, so. But you will see it. Good, that's the first render. And now we try to make a composition. So for the composition I chose this picture. This is a free HDRI and backplate from Maground. The link is in the description. And now we will see what we can do. I cropped it to 16:9 so we can use it better for our project. So first we don't need this disk anymore. Oh, so make this whole thing, group it in a null. So Sky we don't need anymore, we start from begin. Good, so let's hide this too. First we need a camera. Or let's do this whole thing in a new project, so we can later copy and paste it in our other project. So make a new one, new project. We save it as drone. Oh, here I wrote it in German. Drone comp. So we start with a camera. We have in the radar settings 16:9. That's the reason I cropped the picture 16:9. This backplate we use. So for this camera tag we need a camera tag, Cinema 4D tag and camera calibrator. I don't know since when we have this camera calibrator, but I think it's in earlier versions too. So first we need here in the image, we drag our image in here, so just take this, drag it in here, and we have our image. Then we calibrate it. So here we need lines. Add line, this is our first line. I hope you will see it in the recording. Let's say here and here. Let's say this is our x-axis. So we go over the line, hold our shift key and click on the line. You see now it's getting red. Red is our X. You see it here. Red is X. Now we have the first axis. Then add line. We put it here and let's say this is our Z axis. Whatever. Z is blue. We click with shift, we click on it. 1, 2, and again until it's blue. Now we have our Z axis. The next we will make our Y axis, add line, and we will take this lantern or whatever this is as Y axis. So hold shift key and click 1 and green for Y. Okay, you see everything is red, so we have not enough axis or lines. Add line and we make another x-axis. So let's say here and here. This is our x, and now see we're getting closer. Make a second z-axis here, so add line. See here and here. Shift key and 1, 2, 3, and you see we are almost solved. Now we need a pin. So this pin will show us where our object then is. So I take this point of this axis. So at first click on pin. Now we have here this small pin. I hope you see it in the record. So and we drag this pin here. We drag on this point. It snaps to the point. And snap it to the point. Now looks good. This we can take, with this we can work. Now I say create background object. Now we have a background object. And now if I put something in this scene, like a cube or whatever, take a cube. Okay, now the camera is not activated, so activate the camera. And now you see the cube fits almost, it fits perfect. And if you drag this cube away, see, we have wonderful pasted in. So, okay, don't need this cube. Next thing we need is a plane. We take a plane. You see, here we have our plane. We take it here and here. So. And now on this plane we need the same material as the background has. So, but I make a second material, I'll show you later why. Let's say this is the background. BG. See, here we just need color, we don't need reflectance here. Then we copy it, so hold your control key and drag it with the mouse. Yeah. Here we have the floor. Okay, this is okay. And drag it on the plane. But now we need, this plane needs a compositing tag. And here we have to activate compositing background. And the material needs a frontal mapping. Here, frontal mapping. It's the same like the background has a frontal mapping too. And now if we render this thing, we shouldn't see our plane. Let's render this, and you see no plane, and that's correct. So, and I show you now when we take a cube, make it smaller a little bit. Here, here, here. Smaller again. And we activate our global illumination. Let's go here to the low settings. And now we render this. Okay, we need some material on the cube. Of course we don't have anything to lighten it, so we need a sky. Let's hide the cube for a moment. We need a sky. And on this sky we need an HDRI image. And we have this HDRI image here. So let's go here, make a new material. Name it sky. And we need just the luminance channel, nothing more. And then we go back and we drag in our HDRI map. Yes. Okay. Of course I don't have to drag it in here, so you can search here as well. But I drag it in, it's easier for me. So now here is everything set, and now we just have to put this sky object on our sky. And now the sky needs a compositing tag too, and scene by camera unchecked. And now when we take our cube and render, you see it's lit by the HDRI image, and it fits perfect in this scene. And now we can make this visible again. We see our background image very bad. So go in the sky material here in the editor, texture preview size. We can take this 1024 or take this. You see, it's better. And now we rotate the sky until we are there where we were. Here is our casino sign, and so it should be okay. Then hide it again here, scene by camera. Boop. Okay. Let's make this cube a little reflected, so we can see some reflections. It doesn't matter, it's just for test. Okay. There is something. What's going on here? It should reflect more. Ah, yeah, now you see the reflections. We have the reflection of this wonderful HDRI image. And now we hide our cube, go back in our other project where our drone is. So go on the drone, Control C on your keyboard, back to this, and Control V on your keyboard. So now we have here our drone, but now we have to position it, of course. With this drone, we need it smaller, I think, and we need it on our floor, of course. Let's say like this, and now we can put it here, here. So it's a strange camera angle, but it's okay. So it's the angle, but it's just for testing purposes. You can take your pictures then whatever you want. So let's say things like this. Okay, maybe a little back here again. And we make this plane a little bigger. So now let's see what we get. Okay, what we know now, this is much too big, our drone. But I will make this now. So I go to my axis tool here, and put my axis down here on the floor. So when I scale now, it scales on the floor and we don't have problems. So, and it stays on the floor. Okay. Yeah, now we're talking. Okay, now I make a render, so I'm back in a second for you. Okay, this is now the render. Looks really nice, I think. I don't think, I'm sure it looks nice. But maybe more reflection on our body here. Let's see what we can do. Now it's just to refine, so if you don't want to watch, to continue watching, so it's not really necessary. But I hope you stay. So stay tuned. A little closer. And now let's play with the reflections. Give more reflection, less blur, and let's see if the render region works. Yeah, I think it looks better. Oh man, what's that? Good. Okay, I will do another render. It's so loud now, I have to close my window a second. So, now the window is closed, and now we have this result here, and I think it looks good. And so, we are ready for this tutorial. Maybe we can try, we can try to make this picture a little better in Photoshop. Let's see. Save as, take a PSD file, 16-bit. Okay. Phew, where am I? New order. Okay. Good so far. And now let's go to Photoshop. This is my setup for my background music. So, and we need this little so that it fits in the record area. So, okay, then let's open. Whoops. Okay. Then rasterize this, make it in a smart object, so it can go. I show you, right? And now, oh, this is in German now, but doesn't matter. Make a smart object out of it. Then go in the camera raw filter, and just here we can play with the clarity. Dynamic, maybe a little brighter, this whole thing, and back with the and maybe yeah. Okay, and here we have, I think we can be satisfied with this. Okay, so I hope you liked this tutorial. If I forgot something, so please tell me, so let me know in the comments or something, or go on my Facebook site and send me a message there, or however you want. I put all necessary links in the description you will need, and I give the project file here, what we did here, for download as well. So you should have everything then. So I give you the whole thing with the incremental saves and everything. Okay, so save this last time. Okay, so I wish you a nice day, rest of the day, beginning of the day, whatever. And yes, we will see us in the next tutorial, at least I hope so. If you have some wishes for a tutorial, just write me, and we will see what we can do. Okay, so bye bye, and have a lot of fun, and maybe I see your results somewhere. Hope so. Okay, bye bye. One thing I forgot to show, the reason because why I did two materials here, one for the background and one for the floor. Because if you want, I make the render settings a little lower here. if you want maybe a little reflected floor, so you can do it. Now we have a floor, it looks like this. And if we want a little reflected floor, we can go in the floor, reflectance, specular, bye bye, and you can do some reflectance without Fresnel. Let's say something like this, maybe, and let's look what we get. You see, it's like a wet street now, and you have this nice shiny reflections. So that was one reason. And another thing we forgot is this. Where is the? Let's see. It's just a little thing. Let's hide the plane too. We didn't texture this knob here, but it's very easy. You go to your body. Now we are in the rings. Yes. Deactivate this. I show it for one, and then you can do it for you. So, here we have a lot of subdivisions, I see. Oh, doesn't matter now. In loop selections, loop selection UL. Take the first here, the first one. Yes. And then UF for fill selection. UF. Hold your shift key and fill selection. And now we save this selection. So we are in the rings. Okay, save selection. I call it knob. Knob, so. And here we can give chromium material, for example. So let's click GGX, make a conductor material, chromium. So I don't want it, something like this. Call it chrome. This I put on my rings, and I give this selection tag here. So and now, if we render this, we should have this one, yes, with chrome. And so you can do it on every knob you want, if you want. Okay, that's it what I want to say. So I think now it's it's all. Okay, so now bye bye.